This is very dangerous. So, guys, I've been talking about AI for the last year and a half maybe, and I told you guys that AI was going to replace, or will be replacing, excuse me, a lot of people who have a desk job. So whoever job is involved sitting around a desk and on a computer, you're going to be replaced very soon. I think in the next 5 years, we're definitely going to see a lot of people that sit at the desk lose their jobs, right? Because clearly, guys, if it only takes a computer to think for you and it doesn't take any physical work, you're most likely going to lose your job. Now, why am I talking about this on the Prepper channel? I'm going to get into that in a little bit. But Bill Gates mentioned just the other day that in 10 years, a lot of humans are going to lose their jobs, mainly teachers, lawyers, and doctors. Now, lawyers, I'm not surprised. There was an AI app that was being built for lawyers where they can turn around and look up, type in certain cases or a case that they're dealing with right now, and that app would figure out what past case they can use in reference to the current case they're working on. So this is an AI app involving lawyers, for lawyers, excuse me. So now they're talking about having AI completely take lawyers out of the mix, completely take a lot of teachers out of the mix, and completely take a lot of doctors out of the mix. That's bad because now you're creating a nation of jobless people. People who do not have work, people that do not have a purpose, tend to start doing bad shit. And this is where prepping becomes evident or more needed because you're going to have to figure out how to prepare for losing your job. You're going to have to swivel some way, somewhere, because it's coming. You're going to lose your job if you sit at a desk. I said this before. I will say it a million times. Bill Gates is stating that it's going to happen in 10. I think within the next 5 years, we're going to see a lot of people lose their jobs. Now, the younger generation, if you follow them on just on the internet, they all want to be multi-billionaires and millionaires and all this crazy shit. Those dreams are going to cease to exist as well. Because a lot of jobs, guys, are going to be handed over to AI. In fact, there are going to be a lot of YouTubers that are going to start turning to AI so that they never have to show their face on YouTube ever again or at all. And they're going to make up an AI icon, right? Or talking head. And that AI is going to completely do the job. And the danger about that is that that's going to put more YouTubers out of work. So the YouTubers that are currently or up and coming, they're going to be replaced by AI, especially if somebody can figure out how to have an AI talking head talk about any and all topics. So he'll just type in, they'll have like a black dude like myself type in topics on the current state of the United States. And that talking head is just going to talk about it. Obviously, the person's going to have to do a one over on the video, but then make sure everything's clean and send it out. You know how many videos you could pump out on different channels using an AI talking head? Now, right now, it hasn't been perfected, and people look at it, they don't want anything to do with it because they know that it's not a real person. And when people find out it's not a real person, the channel might die, it might not. It depends. But the younger generation doesn't like to be connected to people, and they don't want to deal with people. So they're going to be the ones that would turn to an AI talking head with no problems. The older generation, such as us, we won't. I find out something's AI, I want nothing to do with it, right? Now, unless it's AI art, and AI art, even then, because I know it's taking a lot of artists out of the game, I don't want anything to do with it. But my point is that AI is going to replace a lot of jobs, and you are going to have to figure out what you're going to do. As a firefighter, right now, AI is not going to take my job, at least not in the next 10 years. Maybe in the next 20, 25, maybe 30. But as of right now, I don't have anything to worry about. Police officers, correctional officers might not have anything to worry about, though they are working on robot cops. They are working on robot firefighters, but it isn't the same. The problems that they're going to have is going to be a lot. But still, in the next 30 years or so, they're probably going to replace all humans. Now, the problem with this, guys, is that Gates has said the next 10 years. Yuval Harari, this guy, states that AI is going to create a class of useless people or useless humans. And the WEF is all about making sure AI is in correct places so that it can be used correctly, which it doesn't work that way. You're starting to displace people from work. When you have people displaced from work, when you have people not working, when you have people not doing something, they start doing bad shit. It doesn't matter if you're going to give them a governmental or supplemental fund to keep them busy or to keep them paid. You have people with idle hands, and people with idle hands do bad shit. That means crime is probably going to be on the rise. You're going to start seeing a lot of fucked up shit. You're going to have to figure out what you're going to do. You're going to have to start putting away a nest egg or trying to pivot and do something else. But I'm telling you right now, AI is going to take a lot of jobs. There are people right now, you're sitting at home, you were probably thinking a year or two ago this was going to happen. It's coming. And you got to figure out what you're going to do. Because this is the more dangerous thing. Never mind World War III, which looks like we're going to be seeing in the next couple of months. Never mind some pandemic or disease. You being replaced and taken out of the workplace, right now, if it happens right now, you're not going to have a job. You're not going to have a governmental supplement right now. That's coming down the line. So you got to think about what you're going to do. Anyway, guys, looks like a lot of people are going to go without work. And this is around the world. This is not just the United States or the UK. This is around the world. Now, there are certain countries that are not going to allow AI to replace their people. You're going to see those countries or those country leaders all of a sudden dying of a heart attack. But for the most part, this is around the world. It's not just one country. So just be ready. Start formulating a plan now, because you do not want to get caught with your pants down with this one. Listen, there are people who are like phone operators. They're being replaced. People that work for Geico or Progressive, one of the two, that were phone operators, they got replaced. They were all let go with a pension or a separation, whatever it's called. They got replaced by AI. So just keep that in mind, guys, that it's happening. Because the media is not talking about it, I know people who are losing their jobs to AI. But again, the media is not mentioning it. So it's coming. And it's going to pick up. Just know that. Be ready. Square your shit away. Come up with a plan. Come up with a plan to pivot or start saving money. Other than that, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.